We are going to work a couple of problems dealing with angles of elevation and depression. A tourist is looking through binoculars at the top of a statue at a 45-degree angle of elevation. If the tourist is 11 feet away from the base of the statue and the eyepiece of the binoculars is 4 feet above the ground, how tall is the statue? So what do we know? We know the tourist is 11 feet from the base of the statue. We know the tourist is looking up. This is going to be an angle of elevation. But we also know that it doesn't start until 4 feet. So if this is the horizontal at 4 feet, and then the tourist looks up to the top of the statue. Does this resemble a right triangle? Let's get to work. So I know the angle of elevation is 45 degrees. I want to know how tall the statue is. For right now, I'm going to look for this side. We will call it X. And I know that this side from the base of the statue to the tourist is 11 feet. From the 45-degree angle, I have the opposite side and I have the adjacent side. Let's work with tangent. The tangent of 45 degrees will equal the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. I will multiply both sides by 11. I will have 11 times the tangent of 45 degrees is equal to X. I can put this into my calculator. Remember to change your calculator to the degree mode before you type in the tangent of 45 degrees. But the tangent of 45 degrees is just 1. So X is equal to 11. And the question was, how tall is a statue? We have found the side of this triangle. It is 11. But remember, the horizontal line began 4 feet above the ground. So the statue is 11 feet plus 4 feet. It is 15 feet tall. Let's try one more. An 18-foot ladder is leaning against a wall. If the base of the ladder is 6 feet away from the wall, what is the angle of elevation to the nearest degree? Once again, it looks like I can represent this as a right triangle. I do know that the ladder is 18 feet. Let's get to work. I'm looking for this angle, X degrees. I do know the hypotenuse of this right triangle. I also know the adjacent side of this angle is 6 feet. Since I know about the adjacent side and the hypotenuse, I am going to use cosine. So the cosine of X is going to equal the adjacent over the hypotenuse. I could say that 6 over 18 is 1/3. So how do I solve for X? I have the cosine of X. In order to solve for it, I'm going to take the inverse cosine of each side. On the left side, I will have just X. On the right side, I will use my calculator to help me out here. Once again, put that calculator in degree mode. X is approximately 70.5288 degrees. My problem said to round it to the nearest degree, so that will be 71 degrees. So the angle of elevation is 71 degrees.